Hi everyone, this is Daniela and this is my Module 2 discussion, and I just wanted to start off by saying that a lot of this information really hit home for me because I work at the registrar's office, and we actually have a team in our office that specifically works with transfer credit and transfer articulation is what we call it. And they work with the deans and the chairs and instructors and other universities to figure out what we give credit for what in our university. And the demand for this team has gotten higher and higher as we accept more and more transfer students. And these transfer students are not just coming from one different institution, they're coming from a handful of schools from all over the world. So every day we have to create more and more rules for new schools and new classes, and we're pretty spread thin in that area of our office. And when we speak about giving transfer credit or credit in general for these MOOCs, it just kind of gets my head spinning on how universities would handle that. Would they have the manpower to keep up with all these changes and a whole different world of courses to articulate? But so just a thought there. I've really enjoyed the MOOC so far. I've really enjoyed how this class is set up, how the readings and the supplemental readings and the MOOCs have really tied in all together. I have had technical difficulties with the MOOCs just at first, and then I reached out to Colorado State University. I think that's what, I could be wrong. And they got back to me really quickly, and I don't know what I was expecting, but I was surprised at how friendly and quick they were to get back to me, considering that there's over 1,000 people in the course. So that was really refreshing. So hope everyone else is having positive experiences like I have. At this point, I don't think credit should be given to MOOCs. I think it'll take a little more evaluation and some regulations. I definitely see maybe in the future. I just think there should be a little more clarity on the purpose and the intention and who would be the driving force behind the MOOCs. And there's just a little bit too many loose ends for me at this point, but I definitely see it as a great supplemental activity. Like, it's like how we are doing in our class, like having a class that you get credit for, but having the MOOC being a part of the class. But I could totally have a different perspective by the end of the semester. But as of right now, I've enjoyed it, and I definitely see the perks and downfalls, but I don't think credit should be given at this point. In one of the supplemental articles from the Chronicle, there was an article about Obama's take on it, I believe, I forget how it was worded exactly, but let the market decide its fate of the MOOCs. And I went back and forth in how I took that. Like, was it just kind of a cop-out to not really address this right now, or is that a good idea? I'm curious to know what the rest of the staff, rest of the students in the class think about this. And speaking of staff, I'm actually thinking of bringing all this to my staff and asking them what they think, maybe during a staff meeting. A few of my coworkers know about MOOCs, but some don't. So I'll report back and let everyone know what the general consensus was. Lastly, when it comes to the readings, my favorite chapter in the Module 2 was probably Chapter 6, and it was all about how to use technology in engagement, I think it was the word. But like, if you take an online class, and Facebook and Twitter and texting and Blackboard and email are all part of the course of even just to simply communicate, like how you should use each of those facets for a specific purpose and be consistent and clear. I just thought that was very insightful. I just never looked at it that way, because I definitely have taken online courses where one minute we have an update in one way of communicating, and the next day it's different, and you don't know where to look for certain information. It's just, if we're going to continue on this path of utilizing technology to its fullest, it seems like some kind of consistency is valuable. So I think that's it. I've kept it around 5 minutes. I'm impressed with myself. I'm excited to hear what everyone else thinks about the readings and the MOOCs so far. And thank you so much.